Hi, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Moralaya Han Hopoti. Thank you so much for joining us today on another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. A big thank you to all our followers, to all our viewers. Thank you to everyone who contribute and make comments here and there on the Marriage Clinic group platform. Thank you so much. And to all our new subscribers on YouTube, I would like to celebrate you. Thank you for joining us. And to our returning subscribers, thank you. So today I'm going to be sharing with us the full story of the young woman who said that she approached her in-laws for help on several occasions. Now, this help she sought for from her in-laws is not financial help, is domestic help. According to her, she said when she met her husband and he took her to his parents to introduce her as wife to be, that she heard them, you know, putting they heard them telling him, they took him aside and they said, why do you want to get married to a poor lady, a lady from a poor background? You should be looking for a rich girl to get married to, a girl from a rich background. So she overheard his people telling him that, and he said, well, she's a good girl. This is kind of girl I would like to settle with. She gives me peace and all of that. So they got married, even though, his people didn't like the fact that he was getting married to someone from a poor background, according to her. So when they got married, she said that she goes to work on the island, so waking up very early as 4 a.m. to prepare to go to work so that she can make work at 8 a.m. So somehow she got pregnant, and the stress of the work and traveling to and fro from where they live, far away from work, was getting to her. So she said she approached her mother-in-law and said, please, can you help me with someone, help me with you people's last born that can come to the house to assist us with domestic chores and all of that. And they turned her down. They said, excuse me, we are sorry, we can't help you. And this lady said, well, she took it like that, and she stopped asking them for help. And when she put to bed, she was pregnant. When she put to bed, our own mother came for omugo, and the mother stayed for a month, and afterwards the mother needed to go back to where she came from. And this woman said, she told the husband, please, can you talk to your mom to come and do omugo as well, so as to relieve me. That this mother-in-law said no, she can't come. Then the daughters, I mean the older daughters, probably the guy's elder sister, said, you know what, don't go and do omugo for her. Don't go to the house to do omugo. Just sit down there, let her go sort out herself. She said, well, she took it that way. She kept quiet. Now, another thing is, when the baby became 3 months old, she needed help. She needed someone to help her look after her baby, being a first-time mom. But these people, they were not just there to build a support system around her. They were not there domestically to assist her. She didn't get any support whatsoever from them. And she was a bit disappointed, even though she said she accepted her fate and she looked away from them, since help never came from there anyway. So now, don't forget, this lady has a good job on the island. So now there is an issue in their family, in her husband's family, that requires an urgent financial need. The same in-laws that turned her down, as a matter of fact, they even told her that she should go and put her 3-month-old baby in crèche. If she knows she cannot sit at home to take care of the baby, that she should go and put the baby in crèche. The same people are now calling her for financial help. So she approached Marie Clinic and she asked, should I told them that I'm sorry, I can't help them. And she was asking, am I doing the right thing, telling them that I cannot help them? So I want us to look at it, because I've read several comments. Some people say, oh, help them, help them. If you don't help them, it means you are retaliating. Oh, don't repay evil for evil. Oh, don't do this. Just help them because of your child. Help them. So she also mentioned that her husband is not working per se, that the guy was into business, but his business wasn't really doing well. So he sits at home. He is not financially productive. So she is the one working, and the in-laws are not saying this. They are not saying the fact that she's the one running the home with her own income, with her finances, and they were busy telling her that, well, if your job is so important to you, then go and throw your baby at the crèche. Let the crèche take care of your baby. So now that they need financial assistance from her, she's asking, should she give that financial assistance? Now, I want you to know, young woman, that first and foremost, I think God has helped you to see through the kind of people they are. I mean, the true nature of the in-laws that you have. Some people are lucky to have humane in-laws. I mean, in-laws who are compassionate, who are humane, mother-in-laws that are truly mothers in their character, abiyamo, like true mothers in their character, sister-in-laws who are true sisters, who are true sisters that will stick with you in thin and thin, provide you support and all of that. Now, and we have, father-in-laws that are truly fathers. We have brothers-in-law that are truly brothers. Now, if you are not privileged to have any of those, then you shouldn't create any expectation or have any expectation from them. You shouldn't expect anything from them, so to say. Don't say, oh, I'm expecting this from my mother-in-law, I'm expecting this from my father-in-law. As a person, I like to read through people. I read through people a lot. Now, from your attitude, from your character, I can tell the kind of a person this person is. I can tell the God or the idol in your heart, what you worship, whether it's money that dictates whether you will show love or affection to someone or not. Now, obviously, these people only need her because they feel, oh, they can get money from her, but they don't have a true interest at heart. And because God has helped you to know the true nature of these people, I will tell you that you need to take a step back and ask yourself that this financial need or financial help they are asking from you, if you give them that money, would it affect your home or the financial security of your home? Now, don't forget, you have become the breadwinner because their son is not even working, he's not doing anything. Now, some men will hide behind, I'm doing business, and they will be punishing another person's daughter. They don't really have a job. They will be lying up and down that, I'm doing business, but in the real sense of it, they don't have a job and they are not doing anything. So he may be one of those people. Well, people have business challenges. That is true, but you don't just sit down open expecting that your business challenges will just go away or fall away from you without you raising a finger or doing anything about it. No, you have to do something about it. You need to be learning from those whose business are succeeding to know what they are doing differently, and you must be willing to do something extra by decide to put food on your table. That is my own belief. Now, woman, since you are the breadwinner, you ask yourself, if I should give them this financial assistance, would it affect our own financial security at home? Don't forget, you are now the breadwinner. You are the one putting food on your table. That man cannot do it. You are the one assuming the role of the husband now and the wife together. You are the one providing for now. So ask yourself, if I give them this money, would it affect our financial security in the home, both presently and in the nearest future? Now, don't forget, these same people, if you lose your job right now, or you don't have a source of livelihood, if you approach them for food, the kind of people that you have explained will not give you bread. That is the honest truth. They will not help you with a loaf of bread. So, since you already know the kind of people you have, you want to take your own financial security very seriously. As a matter of fact, if I were in your shoes, I will not give them any financial help. That is the honest truth. I personally, I won't give them any financial help. But you know yourself, you can assess what you have. Can I afford to still part with this money? And after parting with it, we will not suffer hunger at home. We will not suffer hunger as a family. Ask yourself those questions. Now, the only reason that will make me help such people is if I see that life and death is involved. Maybe if I see that this person is going to die if I don't put the money down, then that is when I'll now have a rethink and say, Father, should I really do this? And I must be sure that, okay, life and death is involved. Then I'll be like, okay, let me part with what I can part with that will not harm me, that will not pose a problem to me. Now, for this woman, you need to ask yourself those honest questions. Please don't let people deceive you into you are retaliating, don't give to them. No, it doesn't. Life does not work like that. You need to be able to read through life and the realities of life as well. And you need to be able to read through the character of people towards you. Don't allow yourself to be, you need to be objective in life. So don't forget the fact that they are in-laws. Even if they are your blood brothers or sisters, at times you need to be objective. Ask yourself, can they do without me? That is, if I'm not there, if I don't have a job, would they have would they be able to solve their financial problem? After all, before you got married to their son, they must have had places where they go to get financial help from. So why is it now that they are coming to you, considering the fact that they've turned you down severally? So I would even suggest to their son that, please, can you go borrow from where you guys have been borrowing from to help your parents out, because you cannot be running the home and at the same time be solving the financial responsibilities in your husband's house. No, it shouldn't be like that. Except you have that money is plenty, you have it stored up somewhere, then you can afford to say, okay, let me just give it to them. Let me keep doing charity. But this is also a lesson to people that let's stop being mean. Let's stop being wicked. Karma is real and God is real. See, as you sow it, it will always come back to you. Now, when she needed help, nobody provided her with help. But now that they needed financial assistance, they could remember this woman. Now, don't forget, woman, financial difficulty is real. That job you have now seems to be where you are getting your financial security from. And see, if these people know that, oh, you are of a good financial standing, they may resort to making you their ATM machine. They will be like, oh, they will hide behind marriage and be asking you for money, be making unnecessary demands from you. And you will be like, oh, because he's married, let me be giving to them. Please, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You need to ask yourself serious questions. If you are not working today, can they support you financially? That your child that they refuse to help you to take care of, to provide domestic help for, would they be willing to remove 1,000 out of their home money to say, use it to buy baby food for your child? You need to ask yourself those critical questions. Now, if they are the kind of people that will not look at your side when you are in need, please, you have no business giving them your money. You have no business giving them your money. Let them seek for help elsewhere. As a matter of fact, his elder sisters that told their mother not to come for umugo and that told the younger ones not to come and assist you at home, let those elder sisters be the one to get help, financial help, to resolve their family problem. Don't get yourself involved. Don't go and put yourself in a position that you are not the one that ought to occupy. Their son should occupy that position of helping them financially. It is not in your place. So don't go and put your hand or dip your neck in something that will become a problem to you in future. Because I tell you, if you start to give them now and you don't have to give them tomorrow, these same people will turn around and call you names. They will call you stingy. They will call you this. So you don't want to start what you cannot finish, because these people, they are only after what to collect, what to get from you. They are not after your welfare. They don't have your interest at heart. And if you start now to start giving to them, and tomorrow you don't have anything to give to them, I tell you, they might even kick you out of their son's house. So you better be wise. That financial security that you are privileged to have now is not for you to just be throwing the money around. No, it's for you to build up yourself and build a future for that your child. And If possible, you can use the fund, part of the fund, to assist your husband to stand on his feet if he's, a responsible type or the hardworking type that really wants to stand on his feet. Because some, they are not ready to stand on their feet. They prefer all this roaming up and down, hiding behind, I'm doing business, to be deceiving women up and down. So if he's not the type, if he's the hardworking type, then use that money instead to assist him, to fund his business or to introduce other businesses to him. Let him stand on his feet and let him be the one to solve the financial problems in his own family. It is not your business as a wife, to be helping your husband to solve the financial problem in his family house. No, you have your own, and you have your immediate family to focus on. You have your husband, your wife, your children to focus on. So you should focus on that. It is not in your place or in your position to be prognosing into their family affairs and be saying, oh, you want to become their El Shaddai and the supplier of funds for them. Please, you don't want to put yourself in that position. Tomorrow, if you don't have money to give to them, the same people will turn around and abuse you. They will call you names. They'll say she's no longer useful to us. Let's throw her out, or let's trash her, let's throw her away. So please be wise. So it is, wisdom is profitable to direct. So don't let anybody deceive you into give to them, give to them. We have too many religious extremists in that part of the country that they will use, the scripture to confuse you, forgetting that the scripture has, see, there are so many parts to scripture. Inside that same scripture, it says wisdom is profitable to direct, and the man that does not work should not eat. That means that lazy people, you don't encourage laziness, you don't fuel their laziness. And obviously, those your in-laws, the idols in their heart is money. That is what they respect. That is what dictates who they should respect and who, they should be friendly with. Once you don't have money, such people, they will not relate with you. So they've shown you their true color. So those kind of people, please, you avoid them. Forget that they are in-laws. Please, you put them at a distance. They don't need to be close to you to know your financial capability. Don't let them have financial information about you. Let them not know how much you are worth, what you have. No, blank them out. They should not be privileged to have those information about you. So I felt I needed to talk about this. Please, let's be factual, let's be objective, let's remove all these sentiments, here and there that will put to some issues. We are adults, and marriage is for adults, it's not for children or for babies. Fine, there is a place of empathy, there is a place of compassion, but you also need to assess the situation critically, objectively, and be sure that it is really worth it, and be sure that you are not being used. Don't allow yourself to be used. So I'm going to stop here now. I hope we have learned something. So please, you as a wife as well, or you as a husband, please cut down on your expectation from in-laws or even from siblings or family members. Don't expect anything from anybody. Cut down on your expectation. It is when you are expecting this from mother-in-law, expecting this from father-in-law, expecting this from brother-in-law, that you will be injuring yourself emotionally. When they turn you down, you will feel bad, you will feel rejected. But when you are not expecting anything, when they come and offer that help to you, then you will be grateful for it. But when you're expectant unnecessarily, that is when they will dash your hope. So please don't stop expecting anything from anybody. If you have God, talk to Him. If you have your job, hold it tightly. Don't let anyone cut off your sources of income, not even in the name of marriage. Should you allow anyone talk you into cutting off your source of income? Because that is what you need on earth. You need that resources on earth, to run your home, to run your life. So let's be wise and stop playing sentiment with sensitive matters. I would like to stop here now. I hope you have learned a lot. I remain your host, Morla Han Oputi. Hope to bring us more interesting topics, and very soon our guest speakers will be resuming back on Marriage Clinic Live. So we'll have the opportunity to learn from more people and more experienced hands. I hope to see us again another time. Till then, I remain your host, like I said, Moralai and Okuti, and I say bye bye.